Hi folks, welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. You might know the timestamps feature on YouTube, but how can you have it for videos from YouTube on your site like this? Rather than waiting for a complete video to run from 0 seconds to the point you were referring to, this enables you to jump to any second of the video directly where a timestamp regulates. You can add timestamps as many as the part you want to have fast access. Stay tuned and I will show you how it's done with the help of MetaBox and MB views. We will use custom fields created with MetaBox to input timestamps and short descriptions for them. They are also in a pair, and you can add as many pairs as you want. In this practice, I assume that each video is saved in a post of a custom post type. To make the timestamps easier, we should save the video URL in a custom field instead of in the content of the post. Then, we will have custom fields for those posts as well to add timestamps. So, we need the MetaBox Core plugin to have a framework to create custom fields, and also the custom post type if any. You can download it directly from WordPress.org. Besides, we'll use some MetaBox extensions for more advanced features. You can install them individually or use MetaBox all-in-one. Here are the extensions that we will use in this practice. MB Views helps to create and customize the template for the page without touching the theme files. It helps to display the timestamps. MetaBox Builder provides a UI on the back end to create custom fields. Besides these two extensions, you may need some other extension based on your requirement in your real case. So just enable any one as you go. As mentioned, these are the fields that I created. This is a field to input the ID of the video. It is a part of the video URL, but we just need this for quick and short saving. You can find this ID on the URL of the video as you can see here. The timestamp and description will be grouped in pairs. So I have a group for them here. It also has this button to add more than one timestamp for each video. Now, go to MetaBox to create them. The field for the video ID is basically as text. And I'm creating a group for timestamps. We should set it to be collapsible since there may be too many timestamps you want to add. Also, turn on this option to set the group to be clonable. This helps to add multiple pairs of the timestamps and its descriptions. After configuring all the fields, move to the Settings tab. Choose Location as Post Type and select a post type to which you want to assign these fields. Then, go to the Post Editor, and you will see the fields displayed. Just fill in the information. As I said, I will not add video directly to the post as usual. I will use the MB views to display it, as well as along with the timestamps. Go to MB views to create a template for it. As usual, to get data from custom fields, we just go to insert the wanted field from this list. The timestamps are in a clonable group, so whenever you click to the group, a loop will be generated in the template. Then, insert the subfield inside. This is the field for video ID. Now, move to the settings of the view. Since we will display the timestamps in each post, choose the type as singular. And choose the post type you want. There will be some options here, just choose one that matches your case. Now, go to a post on front end, you will see this. These are the timestamps and title. And this is the video ID. There is no video displayed, and all of these just are text now. So we should go back to the template and custom the code a bit more. First, create an array to store the timestamps and descriptions. Inside the loop, add this code to assign the returned values from these ones to the array. This means that we will get data from the custom field that has this ID. Assign this key to those values. And pass it to this array. The same with the description. Then both of these values will be stored in the array in pairs. I also have another array to store the video ID along with the timestamps and description. I will move this to also assign a key to it. Fill in the name of the above array here. Then the timestamps and description from it will be get and passed to this array as well. You can see that I got values and save them all in the arrays. There will be nothing display in the template now. To display the video, add this line. We just saved the ID of the video in the custom field, so we will use JavaScript to display the video from it, but via this ID, and using JavaScript later. To display the timestamps, insert fields from the list on the right sidebar once again. Add an A tag here. This is an attribute that helps to trigger the moment someone clicks on the timestamp in its description. It'll let us know where they want to jump on the timeline of the player. As well as, based on that event, we will force the player to play from the regulated time. To do that, we need to use JavaScript. So, I add this to create an HTML tag with this ID. It has an attribute with values in the JSON get from this array. It will help when we use JavaScript later. Now, move to the JavaScript tab. This is to convert the JSON that we created in the template to an array containing JavaScript objects. We must do this to make the following scripts can run. This is to initialize a YouTube player based on YouTube API. This is the HTML ID that I created in the template. This helps to get the ID of the video from this array. This stipulates that only the ID will be get. Also in this script, I created this JavaScript object converted from the player. This object will help to create a JavaScript action to jump to a specific position on the timeline. This one helps to convert time to seconds. We usually use this format for video timing, but we should convert it to this format. In the template, we had an attribute to trigger which timestamp the user click on. So now we have this to admit that moment and force the player to play from the clicked timestamp. This is the mentioned attribute. This line creates an array to get data about the timestamps from this one. The values stored in this array will have the form as a kind of this. It includes the timestamps and their descriptions. But we just need the timestamps only. Then we have this to create another array based on the created array to remove the description. Just keep the timestamps. As well as the return values will be converted to seconds format. And now, the array will be like this. From those values in the array, this one, it's from this attribute, we'll check it matches which value in the array. Then, it will find out exactly the position on the timeline of the player that the user wants to jump to. And this line will help to jump to that position. Now, go to a post on front end, you will see the video player frame, along with the timestamp. Whenever you click on a timestamp, the player will jump to the corresponding time on the timeline and play. If you want to change the display of the timestamp, back to the template and customize the code one more time. I'm adding some headings and classes. And now, using CSS to change the style. That's all for this tutorial. What do you think about this practice? Let us know your ideas or feedback in the comment section. If you want to learn more about how to play around with MetaBox, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye.